The Deep Space Monitoring Station in Nevada was quiet that night, just like any other night. Tom Wilson sat at his console, sipping his cold coffee when the first signal came through. At first, he thought it was just another piece of space debris, but the pattern was too regular, too precise. "Control, I'm picking up something strange here," Tom said, his fingers flying over the keyboard. The signal grew stronger, forming clear patterns that couldn't be natural. "This is definitely not one of ours." Within hours, every major observatory and listening post on Earth had confirmed the same thing. Something was approaching our solar system, and it was broadcasting a clear, artificial signal. The world's governments scrambled to respond, but for once, they all agreed on one thing: this needed to be handled carefully. Days passed, and the signal grew stronger. Then came the images from the deep space telescopes. What they showed made military commanders worldwide break out in cold sweat. A fleet of massive ships, each larger than anything humanity had ever built, was approaching the solar system. The alien ships were dark and angular, looking like massive arrowheads cutting through space. Their surfaces gleamed with strange lights, and their size defied belief. The smallest of them was bigger than Earth's largest city, and there were hundreds of them. "Ladies and gentlemen," the United Nations Secretary-General addressed the emergency session. "We are no longer alone in the universe. The question now is, are they friendly?" That question was answered 3 days later. The alien transmission came simultaneously on all frequencies, in perfect English and every other major Earth language. Their message was clear and left no room for misunderstanding. "Primitive species of Sol 3, we are the collective. Your world has been marked for integration. Your technology is primitive, your civilization unworthy of independent status. Surrender now, and we will ensure your species survives as productive members of our empire. Resist, and we will take what we want anyway. You have 24 hours to respond." In the Pentagon's war room, General Mike Peters looked at the assembled world leaders on the video conference screen. "Well," he said with a grim smile, "I guess that answers the friendly question." But something was different about Earth's response this time. There was no panic in the streets, no chaos in the governments. Instead, a strange calm settled over the world's military and scientific communities. The President of the United States stood before the emergency UN session, his face showing not fear, but determination. "For over 70 years, we have prepared for this moment. Since the Roswell incident, Earth's nations have secretly worked together, knowing this day would come. We are not the primitive species they think we are." Deep beneath the mountains of Switzerland, massive doors opened in secret bunkers that hadn't seen daylight in decades. In the depths of the Pacific Ocean, hidden bases activated their systems. On the far side of the moon, disguised installations powered up weapons that had been waiting for this very moment. Dr. Lisa Roberts, head of Earth's Defense Science Division, presented the situation to the Joint Military Command. "They think we're defenseless because we haven't colonized our solar system yet. They see our visible technology and think we're centuries behind them. They don't know that we've been watching, waiting, and preparing." The aliens' ultimatum ticked down, but Earth made no response. The massive fleet moved closer, spreading out to surround the planet. They probably expected to see cities in chaos, militaries in disarray, and a civilization crumbling in fear. Instead, they found silence. Complete radio silence. Every transmission from Earth ceased. Every satellite appeared to go dark. To their sensors, Earth must have looked like a planet holding its breath. "Let them come closer," General Peters ordered. "Let them think we're paralyzed with fear. Let them think we're easy prey." As the alien fleet approached Mars orbit, Earth's response team made their final preparations. In command centers around the world, military leaders waited for the signal. In hidden bases, pilots climbed into ships that no one outside the program knew existed. The aliens had made one crucial mistake. They had judged humanity by what they could see on the surface. They never considered that humans might be hiding their true capabilities, waiting for the right moment to reveal their strength. As the first alien ships crossed the Mars orbital line, General Peters looked at his watch and smiled. "Send them our response," he ordered. The message that went out was short, clear, and broadcast on the aliens' own frequencies. To the collective, "Thank you for accepting our invitation. We've been waiting for you." And with that, humanity's trap was sprung. As the alien fleet crossed Mars orbit, Earth's hidden defenses began to power up. Deep beneath the ice of Antarctica, in bunkers that had been sealed for decades, massive generators hummed to life. Similar facilities in the Himalayas, the Rocky Mountains, and the Sahara Desert awakened from their long slumber. General Peters walked through the underground command center, watching as screens lit up with information from across the globe. Each monitor showed different facilities coming online. Technology that would have shocked even the most advanced nations if they'd known about it just a day ago. "Status report." He called out to the room of operators. "Lunar Base Alpha is online, sir," reported one technician. "The quantum shield generators are at full power." "Undersea Base Delta reports all systems green," called another. "Antimatter storage facilities are stable." In a hidden facility beneath Mount Fuji, Dr. Roberts supervised the activation of humanity's most closely guarded secret, the Void Engine. The massive device, reverse-engineered from crashed alien ships over the past 70 years, hummed with dark energy. "Power levels stable at 95%, her assistant reported. "The gravitational field is contained." What the aliens couldn't know, was that humanity had been salvaging and studying their technology since the 1940s. Every crashed scout ship, every failed infiltration attempt, had provided more pieces to the puzzle. Earth scientists had taken these pieces and improved upon them, creating weapons and defenses that even the collective hadn't dreamed of. In orbit around Jupiter, hidden from both Earth and alien sensors, humanity's true fleet waited. Ships that made the aliens' vessels look primitive by comparison, powered by technologies that combined the best of human innovation with reversed-engineered alien tech. Commander Bill Taylor stood on the bridge of the EDS Avenger, Earth's first true space battleship. "All ships report ready," his communications officer announced. "The fleet is awaiting your command." The aliens had made their way past Mars now, their massive fleets spreading out in a standard conquest formation. Their sensors would be showing them exactly what Earth wanted them to see, a primitive planet with simple satellites and basic space stations. But beneath the surface of the moon, inside hollowed-out caverns that had been prepared for decades, Earth's real defense grid waited. Quantum-based weapons, gravity manipulators, and antimatter missiles, all hidden from view until the perfect moment. "They're approaching the Luna defense perimeter," announced a tactical officer in the Mountain Command Center. Estimated time to optimal range: 3 minutes. General Peters opened a secure channel to all Earth's hidden facilities. "This is command actual to all units. Remember your training. Remember what we've prepared for. Humanity has waited a long time for this moment." In secret bunkers around the world, soldiers and pilots who had trained their entire lives in simulators now took their positions at real controls. Each one had been chosen carefully, trained in absolute secrecy, prepared for this exact scenario. Dr. Roberts monitored the Void Engine's power levels as they climbed. The device would give Earth's weapons an advantage the aliens couldn't possibly expect: the ability to bypass their shields completely. "To think," she muttered to herself, "they believe we're still trying to figure out nuclear fusion, while we've mastered quantum manipulation and dark energy." The alien fleet moved closer, their ships positioning themselves for what they probably thought would be a quick and easy conquest. Their sensors would be showing them Earth's visible defenses, a few primitive missiles, some basic energy shields, nothing that could possibly threaten their advanced technology. "All stations report ready," called out the command center's main operator. "Waiting for your orders, sir." General Peters looked at the tactical display, watching as the alien fleet moved exactly where they wanted them. Years of planning, decades of preparation, all coming down to this moment. Earth had hidden its true strength for so long, waiting for the day when some alien race would make exactly this mistake. "Send the activation codes," he ordered. "Let's show our visitors what humanity is really capable of." Around the world, hidden facilities powered up their weapons. On the dark side of the moon, massive doors began to open. In Jupiter's orbit, humanity's true fleet started their engines. The aliens were about to learn why humanity had kept its real capabilities hidden for so long. They were about to understand that they hadn't found an easy target. They had walked into a carefully laid trap decades in the making. "All units," General Peters commanded, "execute Operation Hidden Shield. Let's show them what Earth can really do." The alien fleet had just passed the moon's orbit when Earth sprung its trap. In an instant, the seemingly empty space around them erupted with activity. Hidden weapons platforms shimmered into view as their cloaking fields dropped, and the moon's surface split open to reveal massive gun batteries. "All units, weapons free," General Peters commanded. "Show them what we can do." The first shots came from the lunar defense grid. Quantum-tipped missiles streaked through space, their warheads designed specifically to bypass alien shield technology. The collective ships, caught completely off guard, tried to raise their defensive barriers, but these weren't the primitive nuclear weapons they'd been expecting. On the bridge of the alien flagship, the collective commander watched in shock as the first wave of missiles passed straight through their supposedly impenetrable shields. Explosions bloomed across their fleet as Earth's weapons found their marks. "Second wave, launch," ordered Commander Taylor from the EDS Avenger. His fleet emerged from their hiding spots around Jupiter, using the void engine technology to appear instantly in the midst of the alien formation. The massive Earth ships, dark and sleek, dwarfed even the largest collective vessels. The alien commander's voice crackled across all frequencies, a hint of panic now evident. "This is impossible. You are a primitive species. Your technology cannot." The transmission cut off as another barrage of Earth weapons struck home. The alien fleet scattered, trying to regroup, but Earth's forces had positioned themselves perfectly for this moment. From his command center, General Peters watched the tactical display with grim satisfaction. "Activate the gravity nets," he ordered. Dr. Roberts initiated the void engine's secondary systems. Fields of distorted space-time appeared around the alien vessels, trapping them in place. Their engines flared as they tried to break free, but the technology they were facing was beyond anything they had encountered before. "They're trying to call for reinforcements," reported a communications officer. "Should we jam their signals?" "No," General Peters replied with a slight smile. "Let them call. Let the galaxy see what happens when you underestimate humanity." The battle raged across the space between Earth and the Moon. Alien ships, their superior technology rendered useless by Earth's preparations, fell one by one to precisely targeted strikes. The collective's formation had completely broken down, their carefully planned invasion turning into a desperate fight for survival. Commander Taylor's voice came through the command center speakers. "Sir, their flagship is attempting to retreat. Permission to engage." "Granted," Peters responded. "Show them why we call the Avenger our masterpiece." The EDS Avenger moved with impossible speed, its void engine allowing it to ignore the normal laws of physics. It appeared directly in front of the alien flagship, its weapon systems glowing with power. The alien vessel, easily twice the size of Earth's ship, tried to turn away, but it was too late. The Avenger's main gun fired, a beam of concentrated dark energy that cut through the alien ship's shields like they weren't even there. The massive vessel split in two, secondary explosions spreading across its hull. "Enemy flagship destroyed," Taylor reported calmly. "Their fleet is in full retreat." Throughout the solar system, the remaining alien ships were trying to escape, but Earth had prepared for this too. Hidden sensor nets tracked every vessel, while automated defense platforms prevented them from making the jump to faster-than-light travel. In the command center, General Peters opened a channel to all remaining alien ships, to all collective vessels. You came here expecting to find an easy conquest. Instead, you found a civilization that has spent decades preparing for this exact moment. Surrender now, or face complete destruction. One by one, the alien ships powered down their weapons. In less than an hour, what had started as an invasion had turned into humanity's first decisive victory against an alien power. Dr. Roberts looked at the sensor readings from the battle. The Void engine performed better than we expected, she noted. The aliens never even realized we were using their own technology against them. Improved technology. General Peters nodded. Send word to all commands. Phase 1 is complete. Begin Phase 2. The counter-invasion. It's time to show the galaxy that humanity isn't just ready to defend itself. We're ready to take the fight to them. The first battle was over. Humanity had won. And across the galaxy, other alien civilizations were about to learn a valuable lesson about underestimating the people of Earth. The captured alien ships hung in high orbit above Earth, surrounded by a swarm of research vessels. Dr. Roberts floated through the alien flagship's main corridor, her team scanning every inch of the advanced technology. But what they found wasn't what anyone expected. This is fascinating, she said into her recorder. Their technology isn't more advanced than ours. It's just different. They took an entirely different path of development. In the main engineering section, her team had discovered something even more surprising. The aliens' faster-than-light drive was crude compared to Earth's Void engine. Where humanity had mastered quantum manipulation and dark energy, the collective had relied on brute force approaches. Back in the Mountain Command Center, General Peters reviewed the preliminary findings. So you're telling me that in some ways, we're actually ahead of them. Significantly, Dr. Roberts replied through the video link. Their shields failed against our weapons because they never considered quantum-based attacks. They were so convinced of their superiority that they stopped innovating centuries ago. The data from the battle proved it. The collective's technology, while impressive, was stagnant. They had relied on the same designs and strategies for thousands of years, never expecting to encounter a species that had taken a different approach to scientific advancement. Commander Taylor's voice came through on the command channel. Sir, we're detecting multiple collective ships entering the outer solar system. Looks like they've called for reinforcements. Good, General Peters smiled. Time to show them our other surprises. The new alien fleet was massive, 3 times the size of the first invasion force. They must have stripped multiple sectors of their defenses to gather this many ships. Their formation was different this time, designed to counter the tactics Earth had used in the first battle. But humanity wasn't planning to use the same tactics twice. Initiate protocol quantum shift, Dr. Roberts ordered from her new command post on the captured alien flagship. The Void engines throughout Earth's fleet spun up to full power, but this time they weren't used for movement. The alien fleet approached cautiously, their weapons charged and shields at maximum power. Their sensors would be searching for Earth's hidden weapons platforms, for the gravity traps that had proved so effective in the first battle. Instead, they found something entirely new. Quantum fields active, reported a technician. Reality distortion at 100%. The space around Earth's ships began to twist and bend. The advanced alien sensors on the approaching fleet suddenly went blind, their readings making no sense as quantum effects rewrote the laws of physics in the battle space. They're trying to target us, Commander Taylor reported from the Avenger. But their targeting systems can't handle the quantum interference. Their weapons can't lock on. Earth's fleet moved through the distorted space with ease, their void engines allowing them to navigate the twisted reality they had created. The alien ships, however, were completely disoriented. All ships execute attack pattern Delta, General Peters commanded. Show them what else we've learned in the past 70 years. Earth's ships struck from multiple directions at once, their quantum-based weapons passing through the alien shields like they weren't even there. The collective fleet's formation broke apart as they tried to deal with an enemy they couldn't properly detect or target. Dr. Roberts watched the battle from her command post, monitoring the quantum field effects. Their technology is completely ineffective in altered spacetime, she observed. They never even considered the possibility of weaponizing quantum mechanics. The battle was even more one-sided than the first. Earth's ships, moving through twisted spacetime like fish through water, systematically disabled or destroy the alien vessels. The few shots the collective managed to fire passed harmlessly through quantum-shifted space, missing their targets entirely. "This is impossible." The alien commander's transmission echoed through the command channel. "Your species was primitive. You had barely reached your own moon." "That's what we wanted you to think," General Peters replied calmly. "We learned long ago that it's better to be underestimated. While you were watching our public space program, our real advances were happening in secret." The battle ended even more quickly than the first. The remaining alien ships fled in panic, leaving behind their damaged and disabled companions. Earth's fleet didn't pursue. They didn't need to. "Send the signal," General Peters ordered. "Let every alien species know what happened here today. Let them understand that humanity isn't just ready to defend itself. We're decades ahead of where they think we are." The message was clear. Earth wasn't just ready for the galaxy. It was ready to reshape it. 3 days after the second battle, Earth's fleet gathered near Mars. Over 50 ships, each powered by void engine technology, prepared for humanity's first offensive action beyond the solar system. The captured alien vessels had provided more than just technology. They had also given Earth the locations of key collective bases. Commander Taylor stood on the Avengers Bridge, reviewing the battle plans. Their nearest major base is in the Proxima Centauri system. According to the captured data, it's one of their primary military installations. "Perfect," General Peters responded from Earth Command. "That's where we'll send our message, not just to the collective, but to every spacefaring race watching this conflict." Dr. Roberts had modified the fleet's void engines for the long-range jump. "Remember," she warned over the command channel, "we're not just trying to win a battle. We're demonstrating that humanity can strike anywhere, at any time." The fleet moved into formation. Unlike the tight military formations the collective used, Earth's ships spread out in a loose, seemingly random pattern. But there was nothing random about it. Each position had been carefully calculated to maximize the effects of their quantum field technology. "All ships report ready," Taylor announced. "Void engines spooled up to maximum power." "Begin the operation," General Peters ordered. "Show them why they should have left us alone." The fleet vanished in a ripple of distorted spacetime, reappearing instantly in the Proxima Centauri system. The alien base, a massive structure orbiting the system's second planet, was caught completely off guard. "They're scrambling their defense fleet," reported the Avengers sensor officer. 15. No, 20 ships launching from the base. Taylor smiled. "Initiate quantum field. Let's show them some new tricks." The space around Earth's fleet began to twist and bend again, but this time the effect was different. Instead of just distorting reality, the quantum fields began to multiply the images of Earth's ships. Where there had been 50 vessels, the alien sensors now showed hundreds. "They can't tell which ships are real and which are quantum shadows," Dr. Roberts explained, monitoring the effect from her command post. "Every time they scan us, they get different readings." The alien defense fleet hesitated, unsure which targets to engage. Their sensors, designed to work in normal space, were giving them contradictory information. Every time they thought they had located an Earth ship, it would fade away, revealing itself as a quantum phantom. "All ships, commence attack," Taylor ordered. Pattern Omega-3. Earth's fleet struck from multiple vectors simultaneously, their real ships hidden among the quantum duplicates. The alien defenders couldn't coordinate their response. They had no way to tell where the actual attacks would come from. The battle for the base lasted less than 20 minutes. The alien defenders, their sophisticated technology rendered useless by quantum interference, were quickly disabled or destroyed. The base itself surrendered after watching its defense fleet torn apart by weapons they couldn't counter. "Base commander is requesting terms," reported the communications officer. "Tell them the terms are simple," General Peters responded. "They will transmit our message to every collective world. They will show what happened here today. And they will explain that this is just the beginning." As Earth's forces secured the base, they discovered something unexpected. The alien facility contained data about dozens of other species that had been conquered by the collective. Species that might become allies once they saw that the collective wasn't invincible. "Download everything," Dr. Roberts ordered her team. "Every bit of tactical data, every star chart, every communication frequency. We're not just winning a war here. We're reshaping the balance of power in this part of the galaxy." The capture of the Proxima Centauri base marked a turning point. Earth wasn't just defending itself anymore. It was taking the fight to the enemy's territory, and doing it in ways the collective had never imagined possible. "Send word back to Earth," Commander Taylor ordered. "Phase 3 is complete. The counter-invasion has begun, and we're just getting started." The message was clear. Humanity wasn't just ready to fight. They were ready to win, and the galaxy would never be the same. The Grand Council chamber of the United Earth Defense Force was packed with representatives from every nation. On the massive screen before them, live feeds showed the aftermath of humanity's victories. Disabled alien ships drifting in space, the captured base at Proxima Centauri, and the retreating collective forces. General Peters stood at the podium, his voice carrying across the silent chamber. "The time has come to address not just the collective, but all spacefaring civilizations. Today, we show them who we really are." In orbit, Dr. Roberts and her team had modified the captured alien communication arrays. "We can broadcast on all known frequencies," she reported. "Every species in this sector of the galaxy will receive our message." Commander Taylor's fleet had positioned itself strategically throughout nearby star systems, a show of force to back up Earth's words. The Avenger and its sister ships floated in formation, their quantum fields creating an impressive display of power. "Begin transmission," General Peters ordered. The message started with footage from the battles. Earth's ships emerging from hiding, the quantum weapons bypassing alien shields, the complete defeat of the collective's forces. Then, General Peters began to speak. "To all spacefaring civilizations watching this transmission, we are humanity of the planet Earth. For decades, we have watched the stars, preparing for this moment. You thought us primitive because that's what we wanted you to think. You thought us weak because we chose to hide our strength." The transmission continued, showing more footage. The hidden bases, the advanced technology, the quantum engines that defied conventional physics. Some of you may be wondering why we reveal ourselves now. The answer is simple. The collective forced our hand. They came to our world expecting an easy conquest. Instead, they found a civilization that had surpassed them in ways they never imagined. In the council chamber, representatives watched as their hidden achievements were finally revealed to the galaxy. The quantum technology, the void engines, the weapons that could rewrite the laws of physics, all of it now on display. "This is not a threat," Peters continued. "This is a promise. Earth seeks peaceful cooperation with all species. But make no mistake, we are ready, we are waiting, and we will defend ourselves with force that you cannot imagine." The transmission showed the captured Proxima Centauri base, now flying Earth's flag alongside the banners of all nations. "To those species currently under collective control, watch closely. See how their superior technology failed against our defenses. Remember this when they tell you resistance is futile. Remember that Earth stands ready to assist those who wish to be free." Reports began coming in from monitoring stations across the sector. Alien civilizations were responding to the broadcast, some with fear, others with interest, and many, especially those under collective rule, with hope. And to the collective itself, Peter's voice grew stern. "Consider this your final warning. Retreat from Earth's space. Release your hold on other species, or face the consequences of your actions. The transmission ended with a demonstration of Earth's quantum field technology, showing how their ships could appear and disappear at will, how their weapons could bypass any known defense. In the silence that followed, Dr. Roberts reported from the communication array. Message successfully transmitted to all major systems within 50 light years. Response signals are already coming in. The first response came from a species known as the Directors, one of the collective's oldest rivals. They requested immediate diplomatic contact with Earth. Others followed, species seeking alliance, protection, or simply wanting to ensure they weren't Earth's next target. And the collective? General Peters asked. Their ships are retreating from every system where we've shown our presence, Commander Taylor reported. They're abandoning bases, pulling back to their core worlds. The message had worked better than they'd hoped. Earth had shown not just its military might, but its technological superiority. The galaxy was beginning to understand that humanity had been playing a very long game. Send word to all commands, Peters ordered. Phase 4 is complete. The galaxy now knows who we are and what we can do. Let them think carefully about what that means. In the vast darkness of space, Earth's fleet stood ready, not just defenders of their home world, but now a power that had changed the galaxy forever. 1 year after Earth's message to the galaxy, the solar system had transformed. Space stations openly displayed technology that had been hidden for decades. Ships powered by void engines regularly traveled between Earth and its new colonies on Mars and Europa. The silence was over, and humanity had taken its place among the stars. In the new Geneva Space Center, General Peters studied the galactic map. Hundreds of green dots showed allied worlds, former collective territories that had declared independence after seeing Earth's power. Blue markers indicated trade routes, while red highlighted the shrinking territory of the collective. Another delegation arriving, sir, his aide reported. This time from the Spiral Arm Alliance. They're the 10th this week, Peters noted. The flow of alien diplomats hadn't stopped since Earth's demonstration of power. Every species wanted to either ally with Earth or ensure they weren't seen as potential enemies. Dr. Roberts' latest report from the Quantum Research Facility on Mars appeared on his screen. The new void engine modifications are exceeding expectations, she wrote. We can now travel twice as far with half the energy. The aliens still can't figure out how we do it. Commander Taylor's fleet patrolled the border of Earth-controlled space, but they rarely encountered resistance anymore. The Avenger had become a symbol. Wherever it appeared, trouble disappeared. Message from the collective diplomatic corps, the communications officer announced. They're ready to sign the peace treaty. The signing ceremony took place on neutral ground, a space station orbiting Alpha Centauri. The collective's supreme commander, a being who had never before deigned to meet with lesser species, now sat across from Earth's representatives. Let the record show, the alien leader spoke, that the collective recognizes Earth and its colonies as a sovereign power. We withdraw all claims to Earth-controlled space and acknowledge humanity's right to protect and ally with other species. The treaty was more than just peace. It was a complete reshaping of galactic politics. Earth had proven that age and size didn't determine a civilization's power. Innovation, preparation, and strategy had overcome centuries of alien dominance. In orbit around Earth, the new Galactic Embassy took shape, a massive station where representatives from dozens of species could meet and discuss the future. It was a visible symbol of humanity's new role, not conquerors like the collective, but protectors and innovators. The Quantum Shield network is online, Dr. Roberts reported from her new office in the embassy. Any hostile ship entering the system will find itself dealing with laws of physics that don't work the way they expect. Earth's influence spread not through force, but through sharing. Selected technologies were traded with allied species, creating a network of civilizations that could stand against any future threat. But the most advanced systems, the void engines, the quantum weapons, remained Earth's closely guarded secrets. The galaxy's changing. Commander Taylor observed during a strategic meeting. Species that were enemies for millennia are now working together, all because they saw what happens when you underestimate humanity. The changes weren't just political. Earth's hidden technological advances were finally being used openly for peaceful purposes. Quantum field generators helped terraform Mars, while void engine technology made deep space exploration practical. "We've received another distress call," Peter's aide reported. "Another species breaking away from the collective. They're requesting Earth's protection." "Granted," Peters ordered. "But remind them of our conditions. No conquest, no slavery, no suppression of developing civilizations." Earth had become known as the Silent Guardian, a civilization that had hidden its power until needed, then used it not for conquest, but for protection. Other species began to follow Earth's example, hiding their true capabilities while working towards peaceful cooperation. In the command center, General Peters received the final confirmation. The last collective force had withdrawn from Earth-controlled space. The war that began with an attempted invasion had ended with humanity emerging as a major galactic power. "Send word to all commands," he ordered. "Operation Final Warning is complete, but our work is just beginning." As Earth's ships patrolled the stars, as alien diplomats discussed the future in the Galactic Embassy, as human innovations spread through allied worlds, one thing became clear. Humanity had not just survived first contact. They had changed the galaxy forever. And somewhere out there, other young civilizations were watching and learning the lesson. Sometimes the quietest species are the ones you should fear most.